Abigail Williams, 13, and Liberty German, 14, were best friends from Delphi, Indiana. They were known for their love of the outdoors and spent most of their free time exploring nature. On February 13, 2017, they decided to visit the Monon High Bridge in Delphi to take some photos and enjoy a day outdoors. Tragically, this would be the last time they were seen alive. On the afternoon of February 13, 2017, Abby and Libby were dropped off at Monon High Bridge by Libby's sister. They were supposed to return by 3:30 p.m., but they never did. Family members became worried and began searching. Their phones were used to take photos, and one of Libby's photos would become key to solving the case. The search continued throughout the night and into the next day. The next day, after an overnight search, the bodies of Abby and Libby were discovered near the bridge. The crime scene was secluded, and it became clear that the girls had been brutally murdered. The details of their deaths were kept confidential in order to aid the ongoing investigation. However, there was one key piece of evidence that turned the case around. Libby's phone, which was found at the scene, contained a video and audio recording of a man approaching them. In the recording, you can clearly hear the man say, "Down the hill." This phrase became one of the most crucial pieces of evidence in the investigation. Based on the video and audio evidence, police released a sketch of the suspect. The man was described as being in his 40s, with a goatee, wearing a blue jacket and jeans. The phrase, "down the hill," suggested that he may have forced the girls down a path to the area where their bodies were found. Despite widespread publicity, the suspect remained unidentified for several years. The investigation ramped up quickly, with both local law enforcement and the FBI involved in the search. Thousands of tips were collected, but no solid lead emerged. Dozens of people were questioned, but none were definitively linked to the murders. For years, this case remained cold. Then, in 2019, a new sketch of the suspect was released, based on additional evidence and tips received from the public. In 2022, after years of dead ends, the investigation took a major turn with the arrest of Richard Allen, a 50-year-old local man. Allen, a pharmacy technician in Delphi, had been in the area on the day of the murders. He was arrested after evidence connected him to the crime. The breakthrough came when Allen began to confess to the murders. He was repeatedly heard in phone calls with his wife and prison staff admitting to the killings. In one of these phone calls, he said, "I did it. I killed Abby and Libby. If I get the electric chair or the death penalty, will you be there for me? I killed Abby and Libby." These chilling confessions were repeated in multiple phone calls. His wife initially rejected the idea, but Allen persisted, saying, "I did it, Kathy, I did it. Do you still love me?" Allen also confessed to prison staff and psychologists, saying, "I killed Abby and Libby by myself. No one helped me." Allen to psychologists, "I killed Abby and Libby. I am sorry." These confessions, along with ballistic evidence and eyewitness testimonies, ultimately led to his arrest. A bullet found at the crime scene was matched to a gun found in Allen's home. In addition to the confessions, other pieces of evidence linked Allen to the murders. A bullet found at the scene was traced back to a gun found in Allen's home. Furthermore, witnesses reported seeing a black Ford Focus, which matched the car Allen owned, near the crime scene on the day of the murders. The Delphi murders shook the small town to its core. The case gained national attention due to the chilling video and audio evidence and the tragic loss of two young girls. The case sparked conversations about violence and safety. Families in Delphi, particularly Abby and Libby's families, have remained strong throughout the years, fighting for justice. The Delphi murders remain a chilling mystery. While Richard Allen's arrest has pushed the case forward, the ultimate answers to why Abby and Libby were chosen and the exact circumstances of their deaths still remain unanswered. The confessions, combined with circumstantial evidence, have moved the case forward, but the final resolution will depend on the trial. The horrific nature of the crime continues to cast a dark shadow over Delphi, and the search for justice continues, with many hoping for closure in the years to come. The Delphi murders case remains an unsolved mystery, and we will continue to follow every development in this case. If you want to stay updated, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's hope that justice will be served and that the families of Abby and Libby will finally find the answers they deserve.